All right, let's give it the old test 1 2 1 2 1 2. You guys can't see me yet, but you will. All right, let's give it the old test 1 2 1 2 1 2. You guys can't see me yet. Okay, let's proceed. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, and we're back for a live stream of LeMans Ultimate. Only really gonna do one race. At least that's what I'm planning to do. Another GTE race because it's my favorite class, and I think I'm better at the GTEs than I am the GT3s. But more than anything, I wanted to use this stream as a springboard to basically kill 2.5 birds with one stone. And we'll get the super small one out of the way first. You know, while I was at work, I learned that Forza Horizon is coming to the PS5. I don't really know the details. I don't know how that came about. I don't know if there was an official announcement or if there was a leak of some kind. I really don't know, but I'm not really surprised, you know, being that Microsoft is basically leaving no stone unturned when it comes to putting their games on as many platforms as possible. Myself, for the most part, initially my reaction is I really don't care because, for starters, Forza Horizon is not my type of game. Secondly, if I really did want to play it, I can play it on PC or play it on Xbox. And third, and most important, unless it gets PSVR 2 support, it means absolutely nothing to me that it's coming to the PS5. I hate to have to put it that way, but the reason why I threw that little half stone in there, or a half bird, is because if it did come to PS5 with PSVR 2 support, then yes, I would buy it because it would be another game that gives me a reason to use my PSVR 2. I don't think I've used my PSVR 2 as far as GT7. I don't think I've done a stream in about 2 months or something like that. And I just don't, just not really feeling it. You know, but I'll move on past that. I don't want to get stuck on that because then, you know, I'll start turning to the dark side talking about GT7. The other one, we're looking at it right here. This morning I got up and on Twitter, LeMans Ultimate posted a tweet talking about their next update coming up. And I will read that for you. Let's see. Hello, LMU community. We hope you all enjoyed the holiday season. It seems like the latest update brought to you on the 10th of December kept you busy throughout, and us with server and patch maintenance. Which, to the credit, I think they've done a pretty good job keeping the game running good. The team at Studio 397 have been very excited to see the positive reaction from fans with an increase in player, social media, streaming activity since the latest major release, which included the first of the long-awaited GT3 cars. We also kept the fixes and quality of life tweaks coming with large patches on the 18th of December, 21st, yada, yada, yada. As we've reassessed the release schedule for 2025 with fresh eyes, we believe that some of our planned work needs a bit more time to give you the highest possible quality updates. Here's a rundown on our next 2 release timelines. On the content side, we will be bringing 3 new LMGT3 cars, I'm sorry. One will be free early access DLC item. Unfortunately, Lusail International Circuit, or Qatar, is not going to be ready for this release as we strive for the greatest accuracy and waited for the latest laser scan from July 2024. Therefore, the 2024 pack will consist of 2 cars, and a new 2024 pack 5 will be created for the remaining 2 cars and circuit. If you are a season pass holder, this will be added automatically to your account. For major features, we previously said we would try to bring teams and driver swaps to this release, but unfortunately, this needs more time, and we will move to Update 5. We will be bringing some new layouts to existing circuits in the game, free to all owners of those tracks, to add more variety to both your online and offline experiences. Stay tuned to see exactly what is coming, along with various other quality of life improvements when we make a larger announcement about this update. Update 5 expected in early May. As mentioned above, this release will include driver swaps and teams as headline features, as well as custom liveries for Race Control Pro and Pro Plus members. Teams and driver swaps manageable directly inside the game will be available to all users in hosted and special events. Plus, a new Team Online Championship mode will be added for Race Control Pro and Pro Plus subscribers. Custom liveries will allow users to upload their team identity, usable in single driver events as well, directly to Race Control, and automatically download liveries as you join races. Exciting stuff. The release of the new Pack 5 will come at this point, including the previously mentioned 2 LM GT3 cars and Qatar. As always, you can expect more quality of life improvements when the full announcement is made for this release. Releases after Update 5. So I've got about 20 minutes to get this all out. There are still to be these are still to be determined from both a feature and content perspective, but rest assured, there's a lot of room. There's a lot more to come for LeMans Ultimate. We've always happy to hear your thoughts by submitting and upvoting features here. We appreciate delays. We appreciate delays can be frustrating, but rest assured that we made these decisions only because we're determined to deliver to you features and content only when they are in a suitable state and ready for the feedback that you would expect to be able to give during early access. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Here's to another big year for LeMans Ultimate. So I'll give my thoughts on that. Update 4. So we're going to get 2 cars instead of 4, and no track because the track isn't ready because they said they're waiting for the latest laser scan. I mean, that's plausible. That's believable. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Update 5, I don't have a problem with them delaying that either. The only problem I have with Update 5, it doesn't affect me because I already paid for the season pass. So it doesn't matter if they break this update down into, it doesn't matter if they break it into 19 pieces. Jeez, what's up? I'm still going to get the content because I paid for the season pass, so it doesn't affect me. But what I'm wondering is, okay, so Update 4 comes out, we get 2 cars. Are they going to charge for Update 4? And then when Update 5 comes out, are they going to charge again for Update 5 because you'll be getting 2 cars and a track? So if they do it that way, I mean, honestly, I would be okay with it, honestly, because, you know, they need funding to continue this game. There's no way around it. They've been honest about that. But that still may not set well with some people because they might feel like Studio 397 are breaking these updates up so they can basically continue to generate funds for development. So I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. If they do charge for both Update 4 and 5, I think they have to be reasonably priced in order to keep the backlash down to a minimum. So there's that. Oh, lastly, I wanted to say is the other unfortunate thing about Update 5, which is expected in early May, is that although there was no mention, although Studio 397 never mentioned anything about the virtual 24 hours of LeMans taking place this year, I was hopeful that it would happen, and I was hopeful that we would get the full update this month. If we would have got the full update, the content, the driver swaps, teams, all that stuff, I would have been very optimistic that the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans would have taken place this year. But the real life race takes place June 11th, June 12th this year. And with this update coming out early May, if they plan to put out if they plan to do the virtual 24 hours, they're gonna have to basically get right at it and put it out there immediately. But I'd imagine that the 24 hours, the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans, I'd imagine that's the biggest reason why they want to make sure that this driver swap works like it's supposed to, because I'm assuming that they're not going to release the driver swap until it works 100% as intended, because that was a big stain on 397 when they did the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans about 3 years ago, and there was network issues, and the real life Max Verstappen was one of the biggest critics of the network issues, and said he called it a clown show and said he'd never do it again. So if they're gonna, whenever they get around to doing the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans, they're gonna have to get it right. So that being said, the update 5 coming in May is unfortunate, but if that's what they got to do to make sure it's right, then that's what they got to do. Last thing, so now I can move on to the last thing, and that is I woke up this morning and I went to the Best Buy website expecting the 5,000 cars to be sold out, the 5080 and the 5090, but I had also learned before I went to bed last night that there was supposed to be a lot more 5090s available than 5080s available than 5090s, so that gave me a little bit of hope that maybe I could get a 5080. Woke up, as expected, it was sold out. I'm assuming the scalpers got them. But then at 9 o'clock on my first break at work, I went back to the Best Buy website and I clicked on the 5090, and at the bottom it said available. So I clicked on add to cart, and when I clicked on add to cart, it put me in a queue, or as it said on there, it put me in line. It said it could take a few minutes, maybe longer. Please wait. And I don't know, I waited for about 45 minutes. Well, by this time, I'm already back on the floor at work, and I wanted to listen to, a podcast, something just to break up the monotony. So I closed the Best Buy window on my phone, thinking that maybe it would run in the background. And then I opened up YouTube so I could watch a podcast, and then I came back to the Best Buy website, clicked on the 5090. It said sold out, not available, for shipping, not available for pickup, yada, yada, yada. And then I basically been spending the whole day, click, 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 nothing. Finally, when I get out of work, I go to the website from my PC, and it says sold out, but we are working on more inventory. So there you have that. Geez, dang, that's crazy. Seeing games nowadays need a bunch of updates to get it right. You would be absolutely right. The games need updates these days. Hold on. All right. Let's get Le Mans Ultimate fired up. So yeah, let me register for this race, and then I'll comment. I'll respond to that comment. 94. Holy moly. Let's get my trusty Corvette. All right. So, yeah, you're right. But at least with LeMans Ultimate, they were transparent with the early access. They let you know that there's going to be bugs. We need the feedback, yada, yada, yada. At least I feel out of all these games that's probably come out this year that's been broken and buggy and needed updates and patches and stuff like that, I feel that Studio 397 has probably been the most transparent in terms of letting you know that the game is in early access. Expect bugs, but give us feedback. We're working around the clock to try to get this thing right. And this game is almost polished. I think right now the only thing the game is missing is that last piece of DLC and driver swap. Whereas a set of course EVO, I think Kunos was disingenuous because they marketed that game as if it was mostly polished. You know, those beautiful trailers that we saw, and even some of the gameplay reveal that they did, which seemed to run perfect, gave me the impression that the game was mostly finished and all they really needed to do was dot the I's and cross the T's, and then that was why it was in early access. You know, I was under the impression that they just had to do some fine tuning of the game, and that was the early access part. But we get in there and the game, rather than look like a game that only needs the finishing touches, it looked like a proof of concept. It looked like an alpha. It looked like it just looked like a broken mess. So I think that was disingenuous of Kunos to market this game as if it was mostly finished. I mean, what we got now in the timeline that they showed us, it makes me feel like they might only be like 55% done with this game. So it gives me the impression that they have a long ways to go. And I think they should have been transparent right from the start. The minute they said early access, I think they should have been transparent right then and there that, you know, we're still undergoing testing, expect bugs, expect this, expect frame drops, whatever. But they marketed I think they gave the impression that this game was mostly finished and it would probably only be in early access for a month or something. But no, this shit's gonna be in early access for damn near a year. So that brings me to the $100 game topic. I don't know what, you know, I don't know why journalists are jumping up saying the games need to be $100, because they won't be affected by it, because they basically shill for a lot of these games in order to have free access to games and other stuff. So they're not going to have to pay for these games anyway. So who are they to speak that I need to give these developers $100 when you don't have to pay for it? I would never do something like that and try to say that the industry needs to charge people $100 or something like that. And it's not my place to say that customers need to pay that much if I'm getting it for free. So it's not like it's coming from Rockstar where they say that, you know, it's not them saying that we need to charge $100 in order to continue development and for future projects or yada, yada, yada. It's journalists making this push for $100. And so my previous paragraph topic that I was saying is that if these developers want to charge $100 for a game, go right ahead. Because if your game is broken, buggy, outright trash, your game will flop and you could end up closing your studio. So if you want to go into those $100 waters, you better be sure you can swim. You say, yeah, that's why I love Game Pass and Game Pass Plus. You know, in the beginning, I hated great Game Pass because I thought Game Pass was going to destroy the industry, because I thought what Game Pass was going to do was give us lower quality games, because any game that goes into Game Pass, the developers have already been paid up front, and they may not have been paid what they thought they would get, you know, if they were to outright sell the game. And what I thought that was going to lead to is they call a game AAA and it looks AA. And in some cases that has been true. Some of these games look low budget on Game Pass, but I thought that that would trickle over to the PlayStation side, and then they would start getting on board with this subscription model, and then they would start making cheaper looking games but still charge, you know. So yeah, in the beginning I wasn't a fan of Game Pass. I'm not necessarily a supporter of Game Pass. Now, I have Game Pass Core, which is basically a different way of saying Xbox Live, because they eliminated Xbox Live and replaced it with Xbox Game Pass Core. So that's a story for another day, but the reason why I have Game Pass Core is so I can go back and play some of those old 360 games with my son, because we do play the original Gears 1, 2, and 3, you know, the multiplayer, and some other 360 games that are not available anywhere else. So yeah, so I had to pay the butcher in that aspect. But other than that, I prefer to buy my games, because basically if something terrible happens where I'm unable to work and I have to start trimming fat, one of the first things that's going to go is the subscription. So if I'm on Xbox, the first thing that's going to get shut off is Game Pass. On PC, if I buy the game, it's mine, and then I can jump online without the game being behind Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus. Well, the subscription model is the future. Everyone is doing it. It's the future, but not video game martial law, so to speak. It's the future, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to be forced to go along with it, because with me being a PC gamer, you know, I won't have to answer to a subscription model. So, but I don't have anything against it. I just prefer to buy my games in case something happens and I'm then I gotta start, canceling subscriptions. PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass Core are gonna be the first two subscriptions to get canceled. Then YouTube Premium's gonna get canceled. My Fire Stick subscription would get canceled. But I would still have the convenience of being able to play my games on PC. Whereas if I end up having to cancel PlayStation Plus or Game Pass Core, then now I will not have access to the multiplayer games. I won't be able to play those games without the subscription. So we've got 2 minutes to go. 181. I tell you what, when this game first came out, you would not have seen this many people in the GTE class. When this game first came out, a lot of the ACC people, but a lot of people in general were complaining that the game didn't have a lot of tracks, it didn't have a lot of cars, which I think it did have a lot of cars, to choose from with the Hyperclass, the GTE and the LMP2 class. But bottom line is, I think that the GT3 update, when they introduced the GT3 cars, brought in a lot of users. So now they're exploring the game, and and it looks like, you know, as you can see, 187 people, 187 register, 188. Obviously, people are okay with the GTE class. Whereas when this game first launched, I would jump into a session, and I would be lucky to see 15 cars in there. Now we're looking at 200. So I will say this, I'm glad the Studio 397 is happy with the increase of players that they received since the GT3 update. So I hope that means that the future is bright for LeMans Ultimate. But in that update, they did say they have so much more planned. So I hope that means that that this game being up for sale is off the table, because I want this game to remain in the hands of Studio 397, despite whatever people say about them. I want them to see this thing through and see the vision for this game materialize, because, you know, I can see where they're trying to go with this game. I think it's already a wonderful game that will be even better. All right, let's get ready. Join event? Yes, let's join the event. It's gonna say, don't you freeze on me. Don't you freeze on me. This game like to tease me. Promiscuous game, you teasing me. Oh, look at this. It's nitwit.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Pit exit's clear. Get some heat into these brakes. Flag in sector 3. Green flag in sector 3. We think that Cirrus has spun off. Incident in sector 1. Yellow flag. Sector 1 is green. That's the end of the session, E6.
Split 2. All right. Do I recognize anybody here? No. None of these names don't really ring a bell.
Tactics clear. Okay, Clay, we've got 6 minutes to get a decent lap in.
Oh, I just thought about something.
Let's get some heat into these brakes.
They must have fixed it. So I think I can turn the speech chat back on. The last couple of times I streamed LMU, I had to use full screen display in order to maintain my frame rate. Well, that came at a price. Now my speech chat wasn't working. But assuming the game is still in Windows mode, huh. Assuming the game is still in Windows mode, then speech chat will work.
Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Fastest lap for June, 1:14.18. The guy ahead has just done a 1:41.09.
Time was a 1:46.5.
You're a second off the pace in sector 3. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Your left front is hot. Your brake temperatures are okay. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. Fastest lap for Gianni, 1:38.30. Okay, Clay, you've used half your fuel.
That time was a 1:41.17.
Tyre temps are good. That's the end of the session, E11.
Lap 1:39.90.
Yeah, I needed that last lap. Oh shit. So I'm 1.6 off the pole. So other than the holy shit. So other than the pole sitter, I'm only a few tenths off. I'm about 4 tenths off of second place. So that being said, anything can happen. I mean, the pole sitter, if he gets away clean, he will in all likelihood win this race. But after that, it's a toss-up. So we're still waiting for one more car. All right, so I held on to 9th place. So at the very least, I will get a positive mark for qualifying in the top half. So I'll at least get that. formation lap has started.
Formation lap has started. Green flag, green flag.
Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Flag in sector 1. Green flag in sector 1. We think Marlow spinned it. Clear right.
That idiot E-Raggy.
That's barely a scratch, mate. Just ignore it. Car right. Right side's clear. Clear right. Sector 2. Clear right. Sector 3. It looks like Marlow has binned it. Alright Clay, the next car is Dominiac. Flag sector 3. The leader has just done 139.88. Sector 2 is clear, P13. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Clay. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Time 1:41.09.
Yellow, right side. Right side, car, right side's clear. We think that Miga has gone off. The car in front of us is now Kramer. The next car is Mateo. It's a new fastest lap for Gianni, 138.69.
Time 1:40.09.
Left side, clear left. Left side, clear left. Clear left. Good move, mate. Gap to E8 ahead is now 0.32. Sector 3 is yellow. We think Emmanuel has stacked it. Okay, Clay. The next car is Hallman, green flag, sector 3.
Lap 1:40.6.
7th position. Clay, we're halfway through. Keep digging. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go. The traffic's lap in the session. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Mateo behind is now 1.1 seconds. The gap to Poleman ahead is now 1.2. Okay, Clay, halfway home. Fuel looks good. Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag in Sector 2. Your left front's hot. Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like Valerio has gone off. Sector 3 is clear. Green flag.
Lap 140.2.
P6. Front is now 0.6. Temperatures look good. Okay, guys, come to us. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Stay close, keep the pressure on. That lap time was 1:14.58. Stay between the lines, please, Clay. Yellow flag. Push, push, push. We can get this position. We can see Salam has crashed. Sector 3 is clear.
Time 1:40.35.
The gap to Horman in front is now 0.6. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Looks like a bit of wear on your left front.
That time was
Alright, Clay, that's good consistency. Keep it up. Watch out. Sector 2 is now green. It looks like Dominic and Blues binned it. finish. Well done. Okay, pit stop requested.
Well, other than that E-Raggy nearly spinning me out. Where is he? Emmanuel Raggy. So look at that. Let's have a look at this guy, so I can see firsthand what a numbskull he was. Yeah, the guy was taking too many chances, and he eventually got spun out, and he paid for it. Which I don't have a problem with that. I love seeing idiots get spun out. Oh, wait a minute. How was he trying to drive? How was he trying to drive the way he did when he can't even keep the car on the track? I think that's everybody. So I think we're all accounted for. Yep, he was the last one. He deserved to be in last. 138.6 is the fastest lap. I did a 139.8, so I was 1.2 seconds off of the fastest lap. So yeah, low 140s. 139s will get you in the middle of the pack. It should. But got a little help from guys spinning out. So let's back out and see what we got for rank. Gaming Legends, we need a Quincy ME autoplay. All right. Finished 5th. Oh. Ooh. Expected you to qualify 6th. Well, I'll take that. So that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. I'm not going to do the GT3 race. How you doing, Gaming Legends? By the way, how are you doing? I think right now the best path to silver is to do it through the GTEs. So I'm going to skip this GT3 race. And I'm probably going to come back sometime this evening and do another GTE race, but I'm not going to stream it. As far as YouTube goes, I probably won't be back until Saturday or Sunday. I'm looking to... today I should have been streaming on Twitch, but I did want to talk about the low fuel mode, the LeMans Ultimate Roadmap after what they just revealed. So there's that. Little bit disappointing that the team swap got pushed back to May. That's really a little bit disappointing. But at least I do have the faith that when we do get it, it will be polished. So in that aspect, hey. With that, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here. So as I was saying, might come back tomorrow or Saturday for Twitch, and then back here on YouTube probably Saturday or Sunday. So we'll see how it plays out. You know, I always play it by ear. If I put myself on a schedule, I'll never keep it because I'm always asleep or whatever the case may be when it's time to actually go live. So, but thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And it's something I don't say that much, but for those of you that tune in and stay through the entire stream, I really, really appreciate it. Those of you who leave likes, I appreciate that as well, because that's how, you know, the more likes you get, the more YouTube maybe throw you a bone and maybe spread the content around. I appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. All the best. Same to you, gaming legends. We'll see you soon. Until then, didn't mean to ramble on, but I just wanted to let you all know how much I appreciate you all. I really do. Thank you so much. With that, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here, and we'll see you on the next one. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king. And deuces. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you soon. Hey, Kwaski, thanks a lot, man. It was a really good race, and everything fell into place. Thanks so much. Take care, everybody. We'll see you.